Everyone, welcome back. Today we're looking at NIO. NIO's Model Y competitor, ONVO L60, will use batteries from BYD. This is some fresh information that we're getting. So let's expand on this information. And I'm not gonna lie, this vehicle in camo design at the moment, it's actually looking really nice, looking like a true Model Y competitor, if I'm being completely honest. Thanks to leak by Netizen of ONVO brand information, we know a lot more about the NIO mass market brand. The first model, the L60, is designed to compete with the Tesla Model Y. Together with battery information, we know some of the other key specifications. Speculated battery packs have been confirmed to be 60 and 90 kilowatts for ONVO brand, which would be previously known by Alps. This was the code name for the brand before we know the official name. Now, the smaller pack batteries uses lithium iron sulfate LFP battery produced by BYD subsidiary FinDream, where the larger packs use NCM cells from CATL or CATL. Although compatible with NIO's third generation battery swap technology and stations, the thickness of the pack has been reduced to free up more space inside the car. Picture shows the cars with both fast and slow charging port. This is very key. Now, at the end of the day, many will be curious what this car actually looks like, and we have a few renders, a few concepts, a few ideas of what this might look like. And I've gone ahead and posted them on my Twitter account, so you can go check out my Twitter account to find out more. This is what that could look like. This is what the L60 could look like, and I'm not joking. This actually looks very nice. Perhaps one of my favorite things is the lights, the silver color, the logo. It's very sleek, very modern, very appealing. Even the fence on the left and right, I don't know if those will be real or if those won't be real, but even those look nice as well. And we have a few more images as well. This is what the car would look like from a side profile view. Now, if we looked at the car in camo, it actually looks very similar. This is that car in camo. That's what I mean. It actually looks very similar. But also you can clearly see that it's really going for that Model Y audience, and it's not hiding any secrets. And there it is, right next to a NIO charging stations. Now, the really incredible thing about this is that with NIO creating sub-brands, you have to understand that these sub-brands will have very similar technology to NIO vehicles, if not the same technology. It's just a different brand. Now, this is incredible ingenious by NIO because these cars will be able to use the NIO charging stations, I assume. That would be the logical step. Why shouldn't these cars have the technology to use the same charging stations and the NIO infrastructure? So if I'm right in assuming that these cars will be able to use the NIO swapping stations, this is genius by NIO to go out there and develop these swapping stations. They've built thousands of these in China, hundreds of these that are being built in Europe. And guess what? Almost any car within the NIO family can use the same charging station. It doesn't have to be a NIO. It could be an ONVO, or as we previously know, an Alps. And I think NIO has plans for creating other brands out there as well, which is completely genius because NIO wants to create NIO that is a competitor to Tesla. Meaning they don't want to offer cheap vehicles if they don't have to. So if they can offer prices to their vehicles almost like Audi, because NIO and Audi is very similar in the fact that they create elegant, beautiful cars. And they can create a separate brand like ONVO to offer a cheap, more affordable vehicle because Tesla price cuts are going crazy. So based on logic, this is purely genius by NIO, and I think this is the right step that they're taking. Let's explore these concepts a little bit more. It gets even more interesting seeing this vehicle from the front view, from the side profile. I really like the top lights and the secondary lights as well. If this is how it's going to be, I'm sold. I'm very much curious now what this car can offer. Something else that I do like is that the front of this car, if you were to remove the logo, you'd probably think that it's a NIO. So they're sticking to what NIO can offer, the NIO brand, the NIO family. But at the same time, they're doing something slightly different, which is completely genius, to be honest. It's very similar to how Volvo created Polestar. Polestar is very similar design style to Volvo, but they've drifted off into their own area and they've created something even more miraculous. So this kind of reminds me like that. You want to create different car brands that can offer customers different experience, different price points, and different values. And if this is the appeal that NIO is going for, then it's completely genius. What this car can also compete with is the likes of the Xpeng. You remember Xpeng, right? We've spoken about Xpeng before, especially that new Xpeng SUV that came out like a year ago. That, this is its competitor, I'm telling you. If you don't believe me, take a look for yourself. This is the Xpeng I'm referring to. While this vehicle looked more like a Parasangway meets a Mazda meets a Jaguar, that's what this vehicle looks like. It looks like three different vehicles in one, but at the same time, it looks like an Xpeng. And I would love to see something similar to this in a more sedan shape. But I really love the SUV form. When it comes to Xpeng sedans, I'm not the biggest fans. I like the SUVs and I like the hatchback SUV as well, the coupe that this is. This is the G6, by the way, and apparently it's available in Europe. Now, I haven't seen one of these cars yet in Europe. I haven't seen one in the UK yet, but I'm very interested to see one of these cars. So we might talk about this in another video. But my point is that the ONVO kind of reminds me like this, but I'm guessing this looks way better than the ONVO in terms of exterior and luxury. Xpeng really outdid it with this vehicle, the G6, I am telling you. But also, this is a Model Y competitor. Everyone wants to create a Model Y competitor because right now the Model Y is Tesla's best-selling vehicle. You know, it offers people luxury, speed, space, you know, it offers a lot. It offers a lot for the type of vehicle that it is. So everyone is going after that market, and Tesla is feeling the struggle. But I remember a time when Elon Musk was begging for EV competition, when he was pleading for more EV competition. Now you have plenty of EV competition. Can't complain anymore. So as speculated, battery packs have been confirmed to be 60 to 90 kilowatts for ONVO brand, which was previously known by Alps. According to the netizen on Weibo, on the ONVO L60 will be highly efficient. Not only does the car use a 90-volt silicon carbide platform, but due to the coupe shape, the drag is very low. These combined with being relatively lightweight, the L60 should have better efficiency than the Tesla Model Y. And reportedly, the car has a new generation self-developed electric motor which ensures strong power output. And this is what they're striving for. I think this is also a leak image that I've seen around the internet, very similar to the concepts that I was just showing you, in fact. So this is what people are working with. So at the front of the ONVO L60 rides on McPherson strut suspension, while at the back it has a 5-link independent setup. I've never heard of that before, the McPherson strut suspension. That's very interesting. I've never heard of that before, but that is very interesting. So let's talk about the pricing that these vehicles could be at. The ONVO L60 is expected to sell around 220 wands. That's 30,500 US dollars. And with the battery as a service option, an even lower price of 170 wands. That's 23,550 US dollars. NIO is targeting sales of 20,000 per month. Holy crap. This is what I mean. NIO wanted to create a cheaper brand that can offer customer a cheaper solution, but it can still use the NIO infrastructure. Perfect. While the NIO brand can focus on competing with the likes of Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Porsche, and don't forget the likes of the Model S, the Model X, Tesla, high-end, more expensive Tesla. NIO wants to sell their cars at a higher margin. They want to retain the quality and quantity that they have available, all while creating a second brand to offer a more cheaper price. You know, this is exactly what VW does. This is exactly what Geely's doing. This is exactly what a lot of automakers are starting to do, because they're starting to discover that you could just create a second brand, same infrastructure, same chassis, same platform, same technology, just have a different logo on the car and sell it at a cheaper price, build it cheaper, sell it cheaper, and make a profit. It's win-win. So let's continue. So the article is also saying they expect the car to be revealed later this month, with sales commencing in the third quarter of the year, followed by deliveries in the fourth quarter. We can expect this thing being delivered in the fourth quarter. That's miraculous. So based on other sources, I can find that it's really saying that the ONVO management team will unveil on May 9th. That's really, really soon. And the person in charge of the brand, the meaning of the brand and logo, and the information about ONVO app are expected to be announced. So these are all sources that are coming from the Chinese app Weibo. I do love Weibo. It always gets me some sources and some information in a very neatly fashion. The head of the ONVO brand is A. Teshing, a senior vice president at NIO, who has previously generally managed WeWork Greater China. This is pretty damn good. So they're taking someone who's already in the brand to manage the new company, the new brand. This is brilliant. Promote from within. It shows delicacy, and it's really refined, and it's really brilliant when you promote from within. It is truly brilliant. So more information on ONVO will be coming soon to the wider space, and I will be able to report on it. Whether it's NIO or ONVO, I'm reporting on it. Additionally, something that I did find is that the ONVO website is technically live, but it doesn't give you much option. All it has is really the home page. I can get this translated. The first model L60. Stay tuned. Brilliant. This is ONVO, ladies and gents. It's a new NIO brand that is coming to the space. It will take the competition to Tesla. And the incredible thing as well, before I end this video, it is truly genius for NIO, because when you can offer vehicles on your second brand at a much cheaper price, it doesn't interfere with your car, with your main car that you're offering at a more expensive price. It doesn't interfere. The sales do not interfere. Why don't they interfere? Because you're targeting completely different audience. The person who's going to buy an ONVO for $23,000 is completely different from the person who will buy a NIO vehicle for $50,000, $60,000, $40,000. They're very different audience. In fact, they're even different from the person who's willing to buy a vehicle at $30,000. They're very different. So NIO wants to offer vehicles at around $25,000, $30,000, $35,000 with the ONVO brand. With the NIO brand, they can offer vehicles around $45,000, $50,000, $60,000, and so on. Don't forget, NIO will also offer a cheaper vehicle such as the ET5. That's a Tesla Model 3 competitor. So it's not like they won't be competing with Tesla on both angles, but the L60 and the ET5 will not compete with each other because they're completely different vehicles, targeting very different audience. One's a sedan that I really love, the ET5, and the other one is the L60, a larger SUV coupe. And the price range will be different. I'm guessing the price range will most likely be anywhere from 5 to 10,000 in difference. Base models. I'm not talking about models that have been adjusted specifically, or custom models. I'm talking about the base model, the baseline models. So this is the website. I will be staying tuned to the website. I want to know what's happening. So if you enjoyed this video and you enjoy the genius of NIO creating this brand, being able to use the existing NIO infrastructure, please share the video, leave a comment, leave a like, support the channel. More videos are coming soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace.